Welcome back to the channel. My name is Betsy Goodman, and today I'm going to show you behind the scenes of packing 650 subscription boxes. So let's jump in. Today we are packing my lettering box subscription. We're going to be doing 650 boxes today, and it's going to be super fun. I also have another subscription, and it's called the Wax Seal Club, and the last time we packed it, we packed 1,500 boxes. So that box, even though it has a larger quantity of boxes that we're packing, there's less items that go into it, less touches that we have to add items to each box, where the lettering box has more items in it. So even though it's a fewer amount of boxes that we're building, I think it's probably going to be about the same amount of time. So right now it's 10 o'clock. I'm getting everything set up. We're in my basement, as you can see from this lighting. But I'm going to show you how I get everything set up and give you a few tips for what I do to pack this many subscription boxes. At 10:30, I have a group of ladies. They're my packing ladies. They come and help me pack boxes. I have been doing this subscription box for 5 years, and I've definitely made a lot of mistakes, and I've learned a lot along the way. And so today I just want to take you behind the scenes, share a few tips, and show you how fun it is to pack all of these boxes. So let's jump in. So like I said, I'm in my basement. So here we have all of the boxes that are built out and ready to go, 650. A really important part of doing subscription boxes and having a packing day is having everything ready to go. We're not folding boxes today. We're not prepping anything. Everything has to be ready to go. So all we're doing is packing and shipping. So these boxes have all been folded. They have the tissue paper inside already, but you can see we've got 2 tables. That's 650 boxes right there. The rest of this space you can see is kind of open. I need to get all the tables out and put them on. I have product that's going in the boxes here, product that's going in the boxes here, here, and some over there. So I'm going to try to get things rearranged so it has a nice flow so we can pack quickly. The first thing is going to be getting out all of the tables. Something that I'm thinking about as I'm getting out the tables and getting organized and set up for packing day is just making sure that there's kind of a good flow. I want to make sure that there's enough space for people to kind of walk around, to be able to put all of the items in their boxes, and that I have all the items that people are going to be adding are in kind of central locations where everyone can easily reach them. Another thing that I want to do is just kind of compile some of the items that are going in the box. So like these 3, I'm going to move over here and kind of get things in a good spot. All right, another thing that I just want to show you that's super important with packing boxes, and I kind of alluded to this with getting the boxes packaged, is just having everything pre-packaged. So some of the items that are going in this box are already ready to go. So my manufacturer has already got them ready to just stick right in the box. But other items like the stamps, we have to package those ourselves. So that's something that needs to be done ahead of time. Getting this wax sticks in bundles. Another thing that you don't think about all the time is just unpackaging things. So we had all these pens, but we just unpackaged them so they're easy to grab and put one in. But you can see I've got all the tables set up now. Usually I move this couch over here on this side, but this is going to work just fine. These are all the tables that I have that are available. So we'll fill these with boxes. As we go, we'll take all of these off of that table first so we can use that table. And the same as we go through product, we might be able to put some on the couch or the floor so we can actually use that table as well. So something that's also super important with packing subscription boxes is just knowing what items need to go in the box and the order that they need to go in. And so I always like to make a list. I'm going to make one right now of what a new subscriber gets versus an existing subscriber, and we're going to check off each item. I found this isn't as critical, or it hasn't been as big of a deal for my smaller box because there's less items. But with this box, it's a huge deal. And there was one time where I forgot an item in the box and I shipped out all the boxes. At that point, I think I was around 200 to 300 boxes, so not quite as many. But then I had to individually ship all of those items that I had missed. And so that was unfortunate. And so I always love to make a list so that I make sure I don't miss anything that goes into the box. For this box, I'm gonna just make 2 columns here. So I'm gonna just do existing and then new. We're going to put the workbook. I'm thinking pens, greeting cards, the gift bags, the pen, wax sticks, tags, stamp, ribbon. And then we close with a heart sticker, we tape, and then we add the shipping label. So that's kind of all the things, and we'll go through and just do a little check as we're going through to make sure we don't miss anything. The only other thing we need for new subscribers, the only difference here is they get a welcome card. So I just want to make sure I add that in on their side, and then we'll still, again, we just tape it and do the shipping label. This is super important, one, so that we don't forget or miss any items, but it's also super important because it helps us as we're putting the items in the box, it helps us stay in order. And so we have everything has to go in order as you put it in. So for example, the person who's putting in the pens, they cannot add their pen until the workbook is in it. If they see there's a workbook, then they can add their pen. And the one following them, if they see there's the pens, then they can add the greeting cards. But it's kind of a way to double check as we're going to make sure we're not forgetting or missing items in any boxes. So let's pack one box together. We've got the workbook, we've got the pens. Part of the reason we're doing this is because we just want to make sure that the order I put everything in, the order we're doing it works well. We've got pen, wax sticks, then we've got our tags, we've got our stamp, and our ribbon. So that's everything. And it is a little tall on this side, but we can press it down a little bit. But we'll close it with a heart sticker. And then the welcome card, and then we close it down. I don't actually want to close this one. This is going to be my example that shows everyone how we're packing it. So that they know what we're doing. At 10:30, all of my packing ladies arrived. So the first thing we did was put 28 boxes out on each table. So we went 7 by 4, and that way we know that each table has that many boxes. And then each person has an item that they're putting into the box. So the very first thing to go in, like we just talked about before, is the workbook because it's flat. And then we have the pen set, and we're just going to add one thing at a time. As the person's adding their item, they're double checking that the item before them is in the box. And if it's not, then they say, oh, wait, we're missing a pen, or we're missing greeting cards. And that's just a way that we can double check to make sure that every item ends up in each box. Here we're adding the gift bags that were so cute. This is a happy birthday box. So everything in it has to do with birthdays. And it has a super cute
which
kind
is
of
going to go back to being on the first of the month.
foam.
I did flip the episodes for May just because my book release stuff was so crazy.
We're adding in our
Handful of
pen.
writers
The other
who
thing that's
agreed to
super
blurb
helpful
my
is
book.
just
So
packing it
blurb
first
is
so
when
you
an
know
author
that
who has a book
everything
coming out
fits and where
writes
it's
to
going to
another
go
author.
best.
So emotional
And
at
for this
times,
box,
and
we
there's
didn't
just a
add
lot of
any crinkle
generosity
paper or
in
like
being willing to be
additional
open about
padding
these
because it
conversations.
was such
So
a
it
full
tends
box.
to burn us
But
out,
sometimes if
and
I
then
have any
over
items that
time,
are fragile
we
in the box,
become less
or if
able
I
to
have
give. And
not a lot
one
of,
thing I have
like it's
personally
not as
realized,
full of
they're
a
not
box,
free to
then I'll
create.
add a little
And
bit of
Substack,
crinkle
which is my
paper in
host,
for
offers the
cushioning.
ability to
But this
put
box was
podcast
so full
episodes
that it
behind
didn't
a
need
paywall.
any of that.
So I'm going to
Last
start
thing
enacting
is
that
just adding
paywall.
the wax seal stamp. Here we're closing the boxes so you can see we're just doing one at a time. You fold the tissue paper over and we put a cute heart sticker on there. It takes a little bit of extra time, but it's such a cute little thoughtful touch. So these ones that I was doing were for existing subscribers. So this is what's in their box. For people who are new, we add a little welcome card on top and then close it. So we do the tape first and tape all of the bottoms, and that's just to make sure that nothing comes out in the shipping process. And then we also then will add all the shipping labels. And then we just go to round 2. So we basically just fill as many boxes as we can on the tables and do a round and get them all the way closed with labels. and we take them upstairs into my living room, and then we just do it again. So we ended up having to do 3.5 rounds to get all of these done. And of course, as we're using the product, as we're using the boxes, that opens up more tables for us to use, which means we can pack more boxes at once. And so everyone kind of takes turn doing each of the items. The important thing is they're just checking the list and just making sure that the item before theirs is also in the box. And so here you can see, this is my living room after we got everything packed. You can see all the big boxes in these post office bags. We've got bins because we ran out of the bags, stuffing them into the car. So we've got my van full, and then we had 2 other people's cars were full with all of these boxes. And so a lot of people ask, well, why don't you just have USPS pick them up? I have done that once and they lost about 40 boxes. So I don't do that anymore. We take it there, we back in, and we unload it into these bins. So we filled 2 of these huge cardboard cartons full of lettering boxes. And the people that helped us at the post office were super amazing in helping make this happen. It's 3:15 and we have taken all the boxes to the post office, dropped them off in their really big bins. In total, there were 2 bins that we filled full of these lettering boxes, which I'm super grateful for all of you subscribers for getting a box. I think the 3 most important things about packing day for me are, 1, making sure that everything is pre-packaged so that you're not doing any of that on packing day. So the boxes are built, everything is already bundled, prepped, unpackaged in some cases like the pens, so that you can just easily grab them and drop them in the box. The second thing is making sure that you have a list of everything that needs to go in the box in the order that it needs to go in, so that you make sure to not forget any important items that need to be in the box. And the last thing is to have some awesome help. So I had some amazing ladies here with me today helping me pack, and it makes such a huge difference to be able to have people who can come and help pack, who are excited about it and like to have fun. And so it just makes packing day so much better with a great group of people. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to get the next lettering box, you can join the wait list in the description below, and make sure to follow me here on the channel. I like to share lettering and wax sell tips, and this is a new type of video behind the scenes in my business. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.